Hey everybody, this is Brandon Montgomery, the Talent Acquisition and Development Manager here at headquarters, and I'm very happy to be reading our mission statement for you. Caritas Family Solutions strengthens the social and emotional well-being of individuals and families in order to create healthy relationships, loving homes, and strong communities. Now get excited, everybody!
It's time for your
Hey guys, and welcome to CaritasCast. My name's Jerica, and I'm here with my favorite guys, Brandon and Joel.
What's up?
Good morning.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. This is one of those on-demand shows. You can listen at your leisure. How you guys doing and gals doing?
I am doing great. How are you guys doing?
I'm just loving it. I'm great.
I'm loving it. It is officially summertime.
It is hot.
Hot.
Yeah, most definitely.
Joel and I like it hot.
But this is the weather where you can't breathe when you go outside. You like that?
I hear, and it's funny. I was going on a walk with a friend recently, and they said the same thing. It's like you can't breathe out here, and they were telling me about these devices that it's like two fans that go
that you
on.
Carry with you.
I have that.
It's nice.
It goes around your neck. Does it work?
I have one of those. Yeah, it does. I mean, it doesn't give you the power that you want, but if you buy a good one, it probably does. But yeah, it works.
It gets you a little bit of a breeze.
Yeah,
Okay. I want one that like blows mist at me.
Mm-hmm.
That would be great. And then anything that could potentially like play music to and hydrate me, that'd be wonderful. Yeah.
I like 90s, but like up in the hundreds, that's just too much for me.
It gets to be,
Goodness, the 90s is a lot.
It's wild. If you've never been out to the dry heat, like Las Vegas, the West Coast, where there's no humidity, it really is different. We, being from the Midwest, we're kind of like superheroes when we go to the West Coast. They're complaining about the heat and how hot it is. We're out there going, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
We're from Illinois. There's no humidity. This is like a vacation break. So I think it's the humidity that gets us the worst. It could be 90 degrees, but when you have that humidity that you can cut with a knife, pass.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
It's like something on you when you go outside.
Yeah. It really is. It really is.
Well, speaking of California, do you guys have any vacation plans?
I just took a little bit of a mini staycation. I had my son was turning 14. Wow.
Whoa.
So I took that day off and then took a few days off afterwards. And it was just nice to spend some time at home with him. He's out for the summer now, and we got to get outdoors and get some vitamin D. So it was nice.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a beach vacation coming soon. Haven't picked it out, but I'm going somewhere.
Florida. I'm feeling like Florida could be the Miami.
That's trouble. No.
I was about to say, Joel's going to get himself in trouble in Miami.
No, I'm looking for something a little calmer than that.
Little calmer. Okay.
Yeah.
Myrtle Beach.
Okay, yeah,
Myrtle,
I can do that.
Myrtle Beach
I like
is.
that.
Yeah, I've never been there, but I heard good things.
Yes. And, even if we said it on the last episode, even if you're not going for a vacation, do the staycation.
Yeah.
Do something. You gotta recognize the summertime and it's break time.
Yeah.
Take a
Self-care
little
is
bit of time
important
off.
for sure.
Self-care. And that just leads me all into, Joel's going to talk to us about some wellness stats that he has.
That's correct. We are a wellness-focused company here.
Yes, we are.
And speaking of that, it's summertime.
It is.
So one of the most important things around this time of year, everyone wants to be outside, enjoy the weather, be outdoors. Skin health is important. Please, please, please use your sunblock. Use your sunscreen.
Use those swim shirts too. If you've ever seen those swim
I just bought
shirts.
my son one.
Wait a minute. What are these swim shirts that you're talking about?
So these are UV shirts that protect you, but they're kind of like made to get wet.
This is not a thing. I don't believe this is not a thing.
It's a real thing.
It's not heavy enough for you to feel like you have a regular shirt on, but it protects you from the sun.
Yeah. It's kind of breathes a little bit, and there. If you go to places like the desert, you can tell who the tourists and who the locals are because the tourists are putting on sunscreen and they got shorts and t-shirts on. The locals, they wear long sleeve and long pants, even in the middle of the summer to keep the sun off. So that's kind of the idea for the swim shirt is that you're just going to have a long sleeve shirt on all day, but you're not going to have to worry about sunscreen.
So are they like fashionable, like stylish?
Yeah.
I mean, the one I bought, it's just a blue Nike. So, not anything. It's just stylish.
They feel sporty, I guess, would be the way to say it. But yeah, they save you a couple bucks on sunscreen. They're a lot, with kids especially, they're a lot easier. And you have to do the reapply.
Yeah, that's the problem. The reapply is the problem for the kids. So that's why it's good to maybe have a swim shirt.
Yeah, set it and forget it. It's pretty nice.
I'm about to look if I want me one of those for sure. Okay.
Absolutely. But, even if you're not going to the pool, if you're just someone who's going to be out and about, it's good to put on some sunscreen every single day, especially on your face.
Yeah.
Skin cancer is a real thing. So if we protect ourselves and especially protect the little ones, the vulnerable ones in our life, we can help prevent that.
Love it.
I mean, speaking of pool, we just want to touch on some things that, is important when we swim. We swim all the time. Our kiddos swim all the time.
We do a lot of swimming during the summer. As individuals, as families, as an agency, we have foster children that go swimming, and that can be a pool, that can be an ocean, that can be a lake. You're going out to Carlisle Lake on the boat, and it's important for us to keep in mind safety because so many bad things and unfortunately so many tragedies happen over the summertime with water. So our folks, the wonderful folks at the American Red Cross, have provided some neat water time safety tips for us for the summer. So we just wanted to touch on those really quick for, again, our foster kids that are part of our organization, but also for your family, for your kids when you're at the pool. So this first one is very important. This is always swim in designated areas supervised by lifeguards. There's always that local watering hole back in the woods somewhere, or that, that overflow ditch that you think would be a good idea to swim in. It's not a good idea. Okay, unless there's a sign up that says it's okay to swim in this lake, unless there's a lifeguard there, not a good idea to go swimming.
Okay, I have one for you too. Please, please, please provide constant supervision while your children are in the pool.
100%.
I get that, emergencies happen and you might have to turn your back for 2 seconds, but I would much rather someone wait those 2 seconds and just provide that constant attention to their child.
And the American Red Cross touches on that. They say that many children who drowned in home pools do so during non-swim times. So children are often out of sight for less than 5 minutes when a drowning happens. So you turn your back and the next thing you know, they're gone. And they actually give you an interesting tip about missing children. They say if a child goes missing during the summer around water, if a child goes missing, don't think about it. Don't delay. Don't go look in their bedroom. Go straight to the water. Check the water for them, because seconds count in preventing death and disability that can come from lack of oxygen.
Right. And that leads me into mine, where just have appropriate barriers. I know that a lot of us have home pools. So just make sure there's barriers up. And especially if you're out, maybe at a community pool too. Like if you have the little ones, just make sure they're in the area they're supposed to be in.
And it's the law. If you have a pool in your backyard, you have to have a fence around that pool. But kids can climb fences, right? So we got to keep our eyeballs on them.
On top of what Brandon just said, have young children or inexperienced swimmers wear U.S. Coast Guard approved life jackets around water, but do not rely on the life jackets alone.
Absolutely not. But that's so important, those life jackets, especially if you're in a boat or if you're at a lake. And that kind of leads into this next one too, is this works great at Carlisle Lake. You need to have a responsible adult, at least one person, be designated as the water watcher. So this works for a pool, but especially for a lake. You got 4 or 5 kids spread out in that lake out there. There needs to be an adult on the beach with eyes on them at all time.
Right.
Very true.
And last but not least, never trust a child to be another child's supervisor or be providing supervision over another child. It's just not safe.
Babies should not be watching babies.
No, we always got to keep eyes on our littles at all times. So let's just keep those things in mind that we went over. It's summertime, it's summer break. They're swimming in community pools. They're swimming at home pools. So let's just keep those things in mind. The American Red Cross did great at summarizing some things and helping us out.
And let's make it through the summer with zero problems.
Zero problems.
We can do this.
Yes. Speaking of summer, of course, the 4th of July is coming.
What? Independence Day?
Yes.
Yeah. You know, we may disagree about what the best food is or what the best movie is, but we can all agree we got the best country. And I love being an American.
So I have a question for everyone. What is your favorite 4th of July activity?
Ooh, that's, I think I would have to say it's fireworks, going to see the fireworks, but I like the fireworks to be more than just the fireworks. Yeah. So like barbecue / fireworks or concert / fireworks.
I don't know if I have a favorite thing because secrets out, fireworks scare me. So as long as I'm far enough away and it's a show, then I'm fine. But like people in my near vicinity, scary.
Did you have an incident happen when you were a kid? Did something go off close to you?
Probably, because 4th of July is full of food and other things. So it's probably something that scared me as a kid.
That's another safety tip we should give is don't let kids play with fireworks on their own.
So I'll say food. Food, Joel. How about that?
I love that. Okay, another safety tip. Do not light fireworks in your hand and hold on to them.
Yeah,
first and foremost. Let's set the record straight on
that. Bad
idea.
Yeah, that's how you end up with 9 fingers rather than 10.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's avoid that. Let's not let kids play with fireworks, period. And let's not let some adults play with fireworks either.
If it's too late in the day, no, some adults don't need it.
No.
And I'm a fireworks guy too. I always love them.
You gotta love the fireworks. And speaking of the 4th of July, and I could see it on all your faces. So allow me to just say the words for you. Yes, I have some 4th of July jokes.
Of course.
I know you guys were.
We've been waiting for this.
I anticipated that, so I came locked and loaded here. I am prepared with some 4th of July jokes. So are you ready to laugh?
I am.
Yes.
All right. That's the only prereq for this. So what's red, white, black, and blue? So not red, white, and blue. What's red, white, black, and blue?
I don't know. I don't even have a guess on that one.
What is red, white, black, and blue? Well, that is Uncle Sam in the UFC.
That sounds about right.
That's all right. Yes, they only get better from here.
I mean, you're warming me up. I get it.
I started out with the least funny. Now I'm going to move up from here. So, where was the Declaration of Independence signed? You're going to want to say Independence Hall, right?
No, because I didn't even know the right answer to that one. So I know that is not the correct answer, but...
So for joke purposes, it is not Independence Hall. The Declaration of Independence was signed at the bottom of the page.
So that's one of the jokes you would see online. That is like the obvious answer, but you just can't think of it.
Cannot think of it. All right. I've got 2 left for you here. I don't want to make you laugh too hard this morning. So what was the most popular dance in 1776? So it's not the Macarena. It's not the whip nene. I will tell you that for sure. What was the most popular dance back in 1776?
I don't know it. Tell us.
It was the Independence dance.
Wow.
You know you're going to tell people that in your life. You pretend like it's not funny, but you're going to tell somebody else. Okay. So last but not least, this one I'm leaving with a banger here. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Okay. What did the flag do, the American flag do, when it lost its voice? It just waved.
That one I like.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
You're welcome, CaritasCast. You are welcome. Happy 4th of July, everyone. I hope you have a great one.
Right. Speaking of 4th of July, right after 4th of July, we go into the 5th of July, which is National Workaholics Day.
So I have a question for y'all.
Okay.
Well, not a question, just a few statements. Did you know that 60% of U.S. workers say they don't have boundaries between work responsibilities and life?
I could believe that.
Kind of like it gets blurred between, it's the after hour phone calls, that kind of things. Okay, right. I could see that. 30%
of U.S. workers stated that they typically work on Saturdays. So they're pretty much working a 6-day work week, essentially.
That's no way to live.
It's not, but I know a lot of people, and especially the agency we live in, it's really easy to do it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. We're caring for kids.
Yeah.
We're caring for the less vulnerable. You don't ever want to stop.
Yeah.
77% of U.S. workers believe that a healthy work-life balance is crucial to their well-being, essentially.
You said 77%.
77.
Wow. Who are those other 33%, whatever that number would be, that don't believe in that?
I have no idea.
The millionaires.
The millionaires.
The
Yeah.
millionaires.
That's,
Yeah.
That's
And lastly, 78% of women that were surveyed stated that work-life balance is essential to their career choice.
Oh, absolutely.
That's
I will speak for the women.
You can speak for all women here, and
Yes.
I think Joel and I can speak for all men and say that we agree.
Yeah.
We agree. You need that break in life, and you're going to burn out. You're not going to be any good for the people that you're serving here at Caritas, but you're also not going to be any good for your coworkers here at
absolutely.
Caritas, and any good for people at home if you're completely burned out.
Yeah.
Yes. So please take some time for yourself. Use that PTO that you have. Check in with your EAP program. There's nothing wrong with just saying, like, it's been a while. I just need to check in with my mental state.
And it's not, and it's a compensation method for a lot of people. They're compensating because there's difficulties in other areas of their life, and just like someone would drink or someone might abuse drugs, you could abuse work. You can dig so deeply into work that you're not dealing with the things you need to deal with, and you're not taking time to pamper yourself a little bit.
Right.
Exactly.
And I think it's very important. So good job for telling us those stats, Joel. That was really important.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Speaking of July, Brandon, what else is coming up?
Man, this is a big one.
Okay.
We do this every year. I'm super excited. So July 25th, behind the Lottawata Creek in Fairview Heights.
Love that.
There is a hotel called the Holiday Inn. It is back there. We this year, it's our second year going back there for the all supervisor gathering.
Okay.
So this is an annual event for Caritas, and it's open to the supervisors within the agency. So it's kind of a leadership conference in a sense. We come together for a full day of speakers. So everyone that speaks does kind of like a 15-minute TED Talk for us. Food. We try to give out some awards and just make it a special day for the leaders within the agency. So it's filled with education as well. We want to help people be better at their jobs, but it's also filled with enjoyment. It's our way of saying thank you. It takes a lot of work. The Training and Culture Committee works hard every year to pull this off, but it's so worth it. We get so many high fives afterwards, and it's a way to bring everybody together on a leadership side of things and also encourage everybody.
Right.
That's awesome.
I think that's a good day. Yeah. I won't be there, but I'll hear about it. I'll hear all the lovely things.
Joel's going to be there.
I will be there. I'm excited about it.
Yes, yeah. Having Joel part of every event just makes every event better. He's always got a great idea. But please, if you haven't registered for that event yet, you can do that through Paycom, or you can do that by just emailing me, brandon.montgomery@caritasfamily.org, and I will get you registered. But again, that is only open to the leadership within the agency. In October, we're going to do our all agency gathering where we all come together for our Caritas Strong event. So
I love all staffs.
Yep. So more to talk about in the future for that, but thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, I'm excited about everybody coming.
It'll be a great time.
So at the end of July, we have something that is called Caritas Day.
This is big.
Yes. So Brandon, please explain it to us.
So July 31st is always Caritas Day every year, and this is a super fun day. So it's a day that we try to do primarily two things. One, we want to spread awareness about Caritas. We want to stop being Caritas, the Mexican restaurant.
Carnitas.
That's another one. We want people to know that it's Caritas and what we do and what we stand for. That's one part of it, and then the other part of it is we want to help raise support. So that's financial donations, that's time donations. I want to volunteer with Caritas, but it's really a big day for us to ramp up the appreciation of Caritas and start to bring in some more resources for us. So it's a huge day. We definitely encourage you to participate.
Yes. I think Family Finding will be a team that day, so we might be working that day trying to spread the word about Caritas.
Yeah, like answering the phones. It's like the old Jerry Lewis telethon kind of deal where you're going to pull the phone up and take donations, and Joel's going to tap dance.
Joel,
and sing
why didn't you tell us?
Bringing the donations that way.
A few different moves.
Yeah. But it's such a big thing for our agency. And how can you participate as someone who is an employee, who's a Caritas family member? Well, you can obviously, give financially. You're already giving with your time. But if that's not a possibility for you, how you can really help us the most is help share, spread awareness. There's going to be a lot of social media posts that day about Caritas and about what we do, and we need to help get that out to people. So if you can look at our Facebook page that day and hit the share button and share it on your social media or text it to some friends, it's really going to help our friends in the development department out a lot.
I think that's good. This will be my first year actually participating, so I'm really excited.
It's going to be neat, and a lot of offices are going to get to kind of participate in advance. We are doing video shoots, so part of the social media posts are going to be different videos about the different programs that we do, and they're kind of like, if you've ever seen the show MTV Cribs before, do you remember the Cribs tours?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of the same idea. So we're going to do MTV Cribs tours of the Scylla program and of St. John Bosco and Fontabella and Fox River. So it's going to be a neat way for everybody to get an insight, a little glimpse into what our different programs do. But we love to go film these videos at these different locations because we feel like it kind of raises everybody's energy.
Yeah.
We go out to Fox River and we film a video. The staff think it's fun, and we think it's fun too. So it's going to be a lot of fun coming up here on July 31st. But please, please, please mark that date on your calendar and share those social media posts.
I think that's fun. And I think that video idea is amazing. Can't wait to watch those.
Yeah, it'd be nice to just share kind of everything that we're doing here at Caritas, right? And just sharing that word. So
giving the insight into our culture, I think is what I love the most about it, because we're a fun agency. Yeah. We're serious, we do serious work, but we also have a fun side to it.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I like to show that to the public.
Absolutely.
yeah, for sure.
Okay, guys, it's time for our favorite part of the show.
It is time. I mean, I can't believe this episode went by so fast.
It did.
It really did. But this is kind of an exciting thing that we're going to talk about here. Well, Jerica's going to talk about.
Okay.
All right, guys, it's time for our
Mission moment.
And it's coming from Jerica. You know me already, but Family Finding is a team that go out and we try to recruit foster parents. So we do events all through the year. But a couple weeks ago, Family Finding had a great weekend. We had a great weekend. We started off in Belleville and we did the Shriners Parade. And it went amazing. Thank you to everyone who helped out. Savannah Harold, which is the Family Finder in Belleville, she did great. And we shouted out the whole agency. So it wasn't really just a recruitment. We had all the things we do in the agency on our float. But it was one thing that stuck out in particular. And when we were walking, Savannah was actually met by a child that she did an adoption on before she became a family finder. And that's so important because of what we do and the time that lapsed. She still remembered Savannah. And Savannah gave a book, Dr. Seuss, Oh the Places They'll Go. And she was told that she still has that book that Savannah gave her. And she's now adopted and she's no longer youth in care. But that was something so special that happened in the middle of the Shriners Parade. If you've ever been to that, that's something that happened. So it's just something that we like to talk about because we're out there, we're talking to people, but those are the things that we get. And those are the reasons we continue to go out and speak to people. So that was great for the Shriners Parade.